Hey guys, so today we're playing Kerbal Space Program from Steam. I will put the link in the description, and I will also put the link for the NASA Artemis missions. Oh god. I'll put the link for the NASA Artemis mission video. Artemis mission. Yeah, made sense. Totally. So, I already have a rocket saved, so you don't have to, well, look at my saves if you can find it. If I can find it, sorry. It should be, oh, no, those are two ships that didn't work. Russia, yes. Orion, yes, Orion. So this was based off of the Roblox game called Space Sailors, and let me just show you the launch so you can go on with your day. So, blah 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 Space Sailors, it's based off of Space Sailors for when the space industry has grown so much, sorry, to the point where you could just take a vacation to space just with a ticket. So, currently, ignition, throttle up, and release. Now, this craft, I think, is my most complicated craft I've ever built so far in Kerbal Space Program. It even has a launch XCA system, which I never include in my ships, because they're not really useful in Kerbal Space Program unless you don't have the ability to EVA your Kerbals out of the ship. So, let's do my gravity roll, gravity turn, whatever you want to call it. I just get a UI-less shot somewhere here. Right there, yeah, that's cool. Okay, so now, do my second gravity turn. Roll, whatever, I don't care. So, I'm pretty sure that whenever I say I don't care, I'm pretty sure it's very obvious, because I don't usually say I do care, because I don't really. So, yeah. I will do a main engine cutoff with that when the engines run out of fuel, of course. Just like in Space Sailors, the engines run out of fuel and then they get dropped. And that's exactly what I'm going to do with the Clydesdales on the side here. They drop back into the Kerbal Space Center and eventually crash. But I don't want to see that, because I might kill like thousands of Kerbals, so, by doing that, anyway. So, yeah, I don't want to talk about that. What is that? Orion debris. Oh, that's cool. Probably the launch tower. You know, I never really cherish how good my rockets look with UI-less things. Like right there, look at that. Like, that's insane. I didn't take a screenshot though, which I'm sad about, but this rocket's very over-engineered for Kerbals. So, oh, by the way, yes, I already have a untitled spacecraft ship in orbit. So, that's cool. We're just above the atmosphere, so now is the time where I can flatten out and stop doing gravity turns. Yeah, I just flattened out. Now I could get into a nice circular orbit where nothing could ever go wrong unless the crew or Kerbals decide that they want to add maneuver. Well, they don't want to add maneuver, to be honest. But for now, I'm just gonna form a node. A gravity turn node. And switch to my target. Okie dokie. So now I'll be able to circularize my orbit by doing this correction burn. And boom, I should have enough delta V to make this orbit possible. Although it could not be possible due to my stupidity and the fact that I usually over-engineer rockets a little too much. So, I hope with the first stage I have enough delta V to circularize my orbit. I said that wrong, definitely. Well, I'm in an oval shape right now, but that's good enough. It's good enough, right? So, it's fine. I'll correct my orbit here. Until I run out of fuel, and now I'm on a collision course. Yeah, thanks for that. I'm on a damn collision course. Oh crap, I'm tumbling. Stage separation, SAS. Engines go! Okay. So now, as soon as my periapsis releases at around 70,000, I should be good. Actually, no, I'll just point prograde. Sorry. Not pogade. That was what I was gonna say, so I don't want to say that. So yeah, now I just need to wait for my periapsis to reach that speed and height. My apoapsis is a lot higher than usual, but yeah, that's fine. So I just need to wait for my engine to burn correctly. Okay. This engine burn should stop 70,000. Boom. And stage separation. The Orion craft is now free. Extend solar panel. Extend solar panel. I did use the offset tool to get these into the correct orientation, but that doesn't matter, does it? Get free of the debris. Alright, now, let me just get that decoupler out of my way. There we go. Just bash it. Okay, so I'm pointing prograde. Let's point radio out, actually, so I can get the most efficient power output from the solar panels. And then, boom. So this is the Orion craft in its fullest form. Now, if the crew decides that they want to do something like this, I can, well, one, get to the correct side where it's not dark. Of course, I might have messed it up. And go retrograde. And then I can just do a retrograde burn. So I'm on a collision course with Kerbal. And then, engine cutoff. Boom. Point heat shield first. My Kerbals are now safe. So yay. Now I can just guide my capsule back down to Kerbal and have it splash down. Hopefully splash down, because that's what the Artemis missions would look like. Of course, I re-enter on the dark side, because I always do that. Time warp times 4, so we can get a nice re-entry view. Re-entering Kerbal's atmosphere, we can reach temperatures up to 5,000 degrees Celsius, and that would be able to melt this pod, destroy the parachutes, and kill the Kerbals. So we don't want to do that. All we want to do is point heat shield first, because heat shield, I think in Kerbal Space Program, it has an aerogel fluid somewhat type thing, yes, but I don't know. So that might be useful to know because aerogel is a very good heat insulator. So we are gonna actually splash down though, so that's cool. I didn't think we were gonna. We're still past the sound barrier, so the parachutes won't open. Turn on SAS so we don't wobble like we just did. And then as soon as the parachute's fully open, runtime warp times 1. How? How did a piece survive reentry? That's not what it's supposed to do. Well, I guess I just ruined the mission. As soon as the parachute's open, it'll jettison the heat shield, just like that. And now we can just time warp down, which the Orion actual missions won't have the luxury of doing, because this is Kerbal Space Program, so NASA. Yes, sir. Oh, fudge. That's too much. This is what the internal view is like. Of course, it's on the dark side, so that. I just turn on UI. As soon as we splash down, I will. Well, I can cut the parachutes and then just let the RCS do the rest. But I'm not that type of guy, so we'll just mess around with the RCS for a bit. And okay. Right there's a docking port, because in the real Artemis missions, they will have the Orion dock with a gateway space station. All who are assigned I'll just leave the video that I'm going to leave in the description to talk for me. So yeah, that was the mission. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me just recover the vessel and see ya.